Ladies and gentlemen, the YouTube citizens, it's another Call of Duty Advanced Warfare commentary video, and this is your boy, that's Tru Inferno. And as you all realize, E3 have came and now passed us, and this was a very exciting E3. I probably say this was the second best E3 that I have seen. Me personally, in my opinion, the best E3 I have seen was the very first one that I've seen, and that was 2 years ago. And then that was the likes of Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3. So, if you recall from 2 weeks ago, I released a video called my 10 questions and answers regarding E3 2015. And as promised, now I'm going to give y'all my reaction to those 10 questions and answers regarding this year's E3. I already released the article regarding my reaction to these questions and answers. So basically, for the most part, I'm going to read off everything I have wrote down in this article. So let's get started. Remember, here's question 1. What would be the biggest game at this year's E3? My answer at the time was, this could be answered based on the games that are presented that we want and don't expect to be present. That is true. That actually did happen. For example, God of War 4 and Gears of War 4 would be huge. Hell, I'm even hearing that Crash Bandicoot may make a comeback. However, the game I think would be the biggest if announced is Elder Scrolls 6. I'm going to stop there because obviously that wasn't announced. And my reaction to that was, I was going way out there with this answer and I struck out. The obvious answer was Final Fantasy VII Remake. Alright, question 2. Which game or games, and I'm looking forward to, that is confirmed so far? Number 1 on the list is Star Fox 64 for the Wii U, where it became Star Fox Zero. Now, this is my answer part right here. I love Star Fox. We're going to skip that part, blah, blah, blah. Second is Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And then we're going to skip, my love for Black Ops or whatever. And then I said, of course, Batman Arkham Knight, which is out now, by the way. Hopefully, y'all picked that joint up like I did. And Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Now, here's my reaction to that. There's no right or wrong answer here, as all the games I listed as my answers were shown here. Some were shown better than others. Cough. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Cough. But they were all shown at least. Number 3. Which game or games am I looking forward to that is not confirmed to be at E3 so far? Obviously, Kingdom Hearts 3. If Square, well, obviously, whatever. Speaking of Square Enix, Final Fantasy 15 is another one. Okay, moving on. Zelda is another one that is reported to not be at E3, but I hope that's another troll move by Nintendo. Throw in Mirror Edge 2 and Xenoblade Chronicle X, and that's my list. And my reaction to that was, Kingdom Hearts 3 was shown with some marvelous gameplay and another interesting trailer. Final Fantasy 15 was shown briefly. Mirror Edge Catalyst, which was Mirror Edge 2, and Xenoblade Chronicle X were shown at E3, and I liked what I saw. Unfortunately, Nintendo fell off and not show anything Zelda Wii U related. Question 4. With Black Ops 3 coming out this year, will Call of Duty recreate the gap between themselves and Battlefield? Here was my answer. Yes! Outside of War to War, which was one of, if not the worst COD game ever, Treyarch delivers with Black Ops 1 and 2. The last 2 years, Battlefield had gained some ground, as Ghost Flop, Infinity Ward, and Advanced Warfare, Sledgehammer, was okay at best. It also hurts that Battlefield pushed their last game back to this past March, and is likely to not have a Battlefield 5 this fall. Even if they did, Black Ops 3 was still on. Here's my reaction. Black Ops was an afterthought, as EA didn't show anything Battlefield related. Rainbow Six Siege may have taken up the fight, but it's a fight that Rainbow Six won't win. Not this year, at least. Number 5. What to expect from Square Enix? Again, here's my answer. Again, Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm hopeful that we get something about Final Fantasy 15, plus expect Deus Ex Mankind Divided, Just Cause 3, Dragon Quest Heroes 2, Star Ocean 5, possibly a new Hitman game, a new Sleeping Dogs, and maybe Bravely Second. Plus, Square Enix is promising us a quote-unquote secret title, and that could be anything. Now I'm going to be hopeful again and say Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh man, how on the money I was with this answer. Here's my reaction. Now, I got a new Sleeping Dogs and Bravely Second wrong, but we can just get those two out the way. I'm amazed at myself for getting everything else right. Kingdom Hearts 3, Final Fantasy 15, Deus Ex Mankind Divided, Just Cause 3, a new Dragon Quest Heroes, Star Ocean 5, a new Hitman, and the biggest one of them all, Final Fantasy 7 fucking remake. That in there too, which looked nice by the way. Number 6. What about Bethesda? And here's my answer. The public wants it, and I think they'll get it. Fallout 4. If there's no Fallout 4, then they need to go away and hide somewhere. Also expect Doom 4 to be announced as well. I'm hearing rumors of Dishonored 2. Prey 2 could possibly be a reality in a new Wolfenstein perhaps. Again, that teaser with Elder Scrolls 6, then Bethesda could have the best E3 debut ever. And here's the reaction. Well, we got Fallout 4, a new Doom, and Dishonored 2. Nothing about Prey 2, no new Wolfenstein, and I went out on a limb for Elder Scrolls 6. Number 7, this is a bit of a long one. Can EA and Ubisoft win our hearts again after the disaster they brought over the past year? Here was my answer to that. After the debacle that was last year, all signs point to yes. Starting with EA, they're going down the wrong path with rumors of no Titanfall 2 at E3. They sucked last year. The 3 games everyone were dying for, and they just showed us videos of people that no one gives a damn about talking about those 3 games. They have got to show us gameplay of Mirror Edge 2, Star Wars Battlefront, and Mass Effect 4, and have release dates for all 3. Plus, they have to show trailers of Viscera's Project Star Wars game as well, especially some Madden 16, FIFA 16, that PGA Tour game that still haven't been released yet, NHL game, and NBA Live 16. With NBA 2K15 slipping, can Live make the ground? Maybe something Dragon Age related, a game from Criterion Games, something Dawngate related, the return of Need for Speed and EA. I didn't forget about Star Wars Attack Squadron, plus something Sims related, yawn. Ubisoft on the other hand had a good E3 showing last year. The problem with them was what followed after that. Assassin's Creed Unity was extremely broken when it came out. The crew was okay as best, and that's it. The only bright point was Far Cry 4. They have to make it up for all of it this year. Syndicate will have to win me back into the Assassin's Creed series. We need a release date for The Division and Rainbow Six Siege. We need Beyond Good and Evil 2, the new WoW game, and maybe, just maybe, keep your eyes on a Watch Dogs 2. Plus probably something Just Dance related and Valiant Hearts. Overall, they both have the potential to wheel our hearts again, but I'm going on a limb and say that only one will, and that one is EA. My reaction? I was correct here. For starters, EA did what they were supposed to do and not only showed off the new Mass Effect, the new Mirror Edge, and Star Wars Battlefront, but had release dates for all 3. The problem is that everything else they had wasn't much. NBA Live may be a threat to NBA 2K in the near future. No Sims anything, which was a shocker. PGA Tour is actually coming out. Unravel's pretty dope. And Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 looked nice. All of that is nice, but there was no new big-time games announced during the conference outside of the 3. However, Star Wars The Old Republic Knights of the Fallen Empire, which comes out a month before Battlefront, was announced on the side, so that helped EA as a whole, but not that conference. Ubisoft had 2 big surprises. South Park The Fractured But Whole and Ghost Recon Wildlands. Those 2 games were huge. We also got the usual in The Division and Rainbow Six Siege as well. No Beyond Good or Evil 2. No Beyond Good and Evil 2, excuse me. No new WoW game. No Valiant Hearts anything, and obviously no new Watch Dogs 2. Not to mention that their attempt of showing off Assassin's Creed Syndicate didn't do anything to make me go, ooh, I want that game now. EA won my heart, but that was by default because they did what they were supposed to do, and that's it. Number 8. What game or games would make me puke and start a riot? And here's my answer. The Walking Dead. It's an overrated show, and the game will make me want to strangle somebody like Homer would do the Bart. Again, the lack of fighting games yet again. Now, also Street Fighter 4 is coming to the PS4. We heard rumors of Street Fighter 5, which was actually confirmed after I wrote the original article. Not to mention Tekken 7 coming, and Nintendo will do something involving Super Smash Bros. But you can bet your carcasses that none of those games will be shown at E3 except Ultra Street Fighter 4. And here's my reaction. It wasn't shown at any conference, but it was still announced. The new Walking Dead expansion, oh boy. And again, only one fighting game was shown, Street Fighter 5. No Tekken 7, not even anything Super Smash Bros. Related. So unfortunately, I got this right. Now I'm about to go puke and start a riot after I make this video. Number 9. Which video game company outside of those that make systems will have the best showing? And my answer was, this was a tough one yet again. It really comes down to 3 conferences, and in my opinion, Ubisoft is out. It's going to come down to 2 things that will decide this. Is Bethesda show Elder Scrolls 6? Well, we can rule them out. But if Square Enix shows Kingdom Hearts 3 with a release date is 2016 or sooner, then Square Enix will win. I don't care what Bethesda does. If neither scenario happens, then EA will win because of Mirror Edge 2, Mass Effect 4, and Star Wars Battlefront. In my reaction, Square Enix won, but barely. It was between them and EA. Again, EA did what they were supposed to, and that was it mostly. Square Enix did what they were mostly supposed to, no release date for Kingdom Hearts 3, and more. Ubisoft and Bethesda didn't stand a chance. As far as that Kingdom Hearts 3 release date, check back November 3rd. I may have some news about that. Now, the last question, question 10. With Nintendo winning it last year, shocker, I know. Will they repeat again? Will Sony reclaim the crown for 2 years ago, or will Microsoft takes it? And my answer, this was a long one. This is Microsoft's chance to do something. With Uncharted 4 and Zelda pushed back another year, reports of Zelda not being at E3 this year, and Sony not having that big IP title that's coming out this year, the stage is set for Microsoft to take it this year. But it won't be given to them, as Nintendo will make a push for people to buy a Wii U, especially since no NX will be shown this year. Well, I ain't gonna read that part. Xenoblade Chronicle X need a release date. Fire Emblem IF and Shin Megami X Fire Emblem must be at E3. More info on Project Guard and Project Giant Robot. More info on Star Fox, a Zelda appearance, and either a Wii U price drop or a more up-to-date Wii U bundle could keep Nintendo up top. Assuming Sony or Microsoft don't pop off some major surprises. Oh, how about a new Pokemon game that isn't a side game and a new Punch-Out? But you know what we're giving Nintendo the crown for the second straight year? A new Metroid for on the Wii U. What about Sony? Well, it's PlayStation's North America 20th birthday, so they got to do something big. One way is by finally announcing the Morpheus. How about a price drop? That will help. Expect the Uncharted 4 sighting. The usual indie game showing and hints that the Vita still exists. Maybe a Vita 3000 similar to the PSP 3000. Expect Gran Turismo to come back to compete with Forza and possibly a possible need for speed. Media Molecule finally shows up just what the heck they've been up to since saying something about it 2 years ago. In addition, God of War 4, a game from Quantum Dream, a new IP from Killzone developer Guerrilla Games, Crossing Souls, more Destiny, No Man's Sky, and perhaps Dark Souls 3, The Last Guardian, and Resident Evil 7. Finally, we got Microsoft. To counter Project Morpheus, we could see HoloLens, plus Gears of War 4, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Black Ops 3 as always, Phantom Dust, and maybe Battletoads. Don't forget about Crackdown 3, Scalebound, more on Halo 5, Forza, and an Xbox One sim. Now, who will win? The only way Sony wins is if Uncharted 4 was pushed forward to this year. If that happens, they'll win. If Microsoft announced Gears of War 4 and its release date is this year, Microsoft wins. But I doubt either one is happening, so look for Nintendo to become back-to-back champs. Well, here's my reaction. Microsoft have the backwards compatibility Dark Souls 3 Soccer, Gears of War 4, HoloLens, Oculus Rift, Halo 5, and Rare Replay. What hurt them was no Call of Duty partnership, no Quantum Break, no Crackdown, no Scaredown, and more. Sony have the surprise factor on their side with Final Fantasy VII Remake and Hitman, plus The Last Guardian, No Man's Sky, the Call of Duty partnership, Shenmue 3, Horizon Zero Dawn, Uncharted 4 gameplay, and spectacular TV service that would make this and cable go out of business. Oh, did I mention that they showed multiplayer gameplay for Black Ops 3? Yes, they did. Nintendo have Star Fox Zero, Xenoblade Chronicle X, Fire Emblem, Shin Megami Tensei, how you pronounce that? X Fire Emblem, Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, Mario Tennis, Ultra Smash, and Super Mario Maker. But no Zelda for the Wii U updates. They do have a new Zelda for the 3DS, and no new Metroid for the Wii U. But again, new Metroid on the 3DS. This one was obvious as Sony reclaims the title. So yeah, there you have it, my reaction to my 10 questions and answers. Everything go back to a regular scheduled program. So this Friday will be another episode of the J Show. But this Sunday, Let's Play is back. As it would be Batman Arkham Knights. That's right. Episode 1 is this Sunday, so don't miss that right there. And as you can see, the game is over. And y'all know who this is. This is Jim Ryan II, aka the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and see y'all next time. Yeah.
First of all, I need to ask you, why is this album so smooth and sophisticated?
Well, a lot of artists have really inspired me. Artists and beat makers like Cardo, for example, and then artists like Currency, as some of you may know. Oh, everybody should know who Currency is. There's one guy named Villa, Euros, Gerald Walker. Shout out to Gerald Walker. His album comes out September 22nd. Target, go pick that joint up. And Wiz Khalifa. Those guys just influenced me to make this album.